Hello everyone, hope you guys are doing well. Welcome to the first episode of What If Goku Was Betrayed and Locked in the Null Realm for 1,000 years. So before we start the episode, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, then please take a moment and make sure that you're subscribing to the channel and hitting the notification bell. That being said, now let's go ahead and get this episode started. So this episode starts after the end of Tournament of Power. After the end of Tournament of Power, our heroes are able to win and revive all the destroyed universes back to life. Following that, our heroes have now returned home and Frieza has come back to life thanks to the gift given to him by Lord Beerus. Whereas Goku and the company went back to Earth, where Android 17 went back to the island, meanwhile the rest of the company carried on with their lives. Now, months have passed since the Tournament of Power, and all 12 universes are enjoying peace. Meanwhile, on the other side, we see Grandpriest alone thinking to himself, the Tournament of Power sure was interesting. Universe 7 Saiyan Goku truly exceeded everyone's expectations. He ended up acquiring the power of us angels, and then we have Jiren, who was strong enough to make all of the gods of destruction sweat. In any case, I'm just glad that the Omni King didn't end up destroying everything in creation. I bet no one that was present at the tournament had even a slight clue as to how high the stakes truly were. Had that android from the 7 didn't make the wish to restore all of the destroyed universes, then every creation with the exception of angels would have been wiped out by the Omni King. I wish I had another choice, but as unfortunate as this would be, the truth is we can no longer ignore the fact that Son Goku is now a big threat to all of the creation. If it wasn't for him, then this Tournament of Power wouldn't have taken place, and all of these universes wouldn't have been put to risk. Grandpriest then recalls what happened few days ago when all of the gods of destruction with the exception of Beerus had a meeting with him in regards to Son Goku. During the meeting, Champa goes ahead and says, Grandpriest, we know that the Tournament of Power is over and the threat of the universes being wiped out no longer exists. However, that being said, we cannot ignore the fact that the root cause of what caused the tournament was Son Goku in the first place. Belmont also chimes in to say, Sire, while we're grateful to be brought back to life, but you have to admit that Son Goku and his naive free nature are a big problem for everyone. Now, just as other gods of destruction are about to say more, Grandpriest stops them and tells them, I understand your concerns, however, like I said before, you're forgetting that the Omni King was planning on destroying all of the universes anyway, but it is because of Son Goku that the universes at least had a fighting chance to survive. But again, I understand where you're all coming from, so I'll think about it. We then switch back to the present, where after reflecting, Grandpriest goes on to say, While I defended Son Goku in front of all of gods of destructions, but the truth is I partially lied about the fact that the Omni King was planning on destroying some of the universes. While it is true that he was planning on destroying some of the universes, however, I should have been able to convince him not to proceed with that. However, thanks to Son Goku and his actions, we ended up having the Tournament of Power, and had that android make any other wish, then all of the creation would have been wiped out, and I would have failed in my mission to preserve and protect all of life. Forgive me, Saiyan, I know your heart is at the right place, however, your naive nature, which was harmless at first, can one day very well just be the catalyst for the end of all creation. It is because of that while I cannot kill you, as the Omni King would know right away, and we cannot afford to incur his wrath, but what I can do is to imprison you in the Null Realm forever, or at least until the Omni King forgets about you altogether. After saying that, the Grandpriest goes on ahead and calls a meeting with all gods of destruction. He informs them of his plan and asks them to keep quiet about it, to which all gods of destruction with the exception of Beerus, who still doesn't know about any of this, agree to it and thank Grandpriest. Following that, the Grandpriest then summons all of the angels including Whis. He then informs all of the angels of his plan, to which all of them agree including Whis, who was reluctant at first but later agrees after realizing that they have no other choice but to imprison Son Goku. Now this is it, the wheels are set in motion, the Grandpriest has finally made up his mind about the fate of Son Goku. If you're still watching the video, then thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Also, leave your thoughts in the comment section. I'm working on the next episode, which will be out as soon as possible, but stay tuned you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one.